recording. They won't know what we're talking about, but whatever. I'll figure that out later in editing.
Let's go.
Is
A number and a letter, sir, if you will, please. You know who has a horrible, what do you call it, habit of being like, I'm over here, is Joseph. He's like, I'm over here and they're shooting at me. I'm like, where are you? Here. I'm like, dude, I could be anywhere. I have a truck.
yeah,
Where are
he's
you?
bad with that. Or some shit. Oh my god, we're running low on spawn.
Oh, this
no.
would be a good point. Let's talk about Logi
What about it?
and like what you need to do with Logi and stuff. You know what I
So-
mean?
An important thing to remember if you're doing Logi, never just wait. With
Yeah.
the new Logi system, you know exactly when your items are going to come up. Time that shit.
Yeah.
Go mine scrap. Go deliver B-mats. Maybe get more
And
fuel
just-
for your truck. I
Just
don't
time,
care.
yeah,
don't
just
jerk
time
off.
it like 10 minutes that you have to go and put something in your truck and take it somewhere. You know what I Like honestly, when the Logi, if that's how you would know that something's wrong with Logi, because there's a whole bunch of crates that need to be delivered, but not enough drivers, and you can do that to yourself, and it's important not to do that, because the more trucks that you use, you know what I mean, that's another, resources that you could have put towards the war, you know.
I mean, I don't think the number of trucks is an issue. It's just people. First of all, I think
Then you end up
players,
with more trucks than you can drive.
Well, it depends on who the logistics player is and how efficiently they're doing shit. A lot of people
Yeah,
who do
that's
logistics,
another thing, is efficiency.
they'll take half trucks and bring it to the front and just like, dude, don't even bother making the trip unless you have a full truck of supplies.
Right? This guy just fell asleep here next to this truck. Oh, it's locked. You're lucky I don't have a wrench. Right? Like, see, there's just a wasted truck there sitting by the gate. He's probably trying to get on really bad right now. Either that or he just said, fuck it, and logged off. Yeah, but you're right, Viper. Efficiency. How do you stay efficient? What do you do?
What do I do? Well,
Yeah, to stay efficient.
once I get a full thing of scrap and I refine it, I make 2 orders in the armory. If I'm doing an armory run,
Yeah.
I'll make one order on one and another order on the other. That
Yeah,
will
you might
completely
as well
drain
utilize them both.
your bead mats, and you'll have
Yep.
like 100 or 200 left. During that time, you'll have about 6 or 7 minutes to just
fart around.
mine.
Yeah, or
so
like go
there's
deliver some
normally a close
grenades. Or...
scrap field. No, not delivery. I just go straight to scrapping. I mean,
Yeah, but
if
I
you
mean,
have a delivery-
once your armory order is already filled up, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, after the 6 or 7 minutes, and you have more BMATs. Or have more scrap. And I also time it so where I'm able to refine it and arrive back at the armory in time to make another order. And I'll keep the leftover BMATs with the 8 chests to fill my truck and bring to the front. And I'll do the same for the S supplies. I can make 120 S supplies with a full truck of BMATs with some BMATs left over. About 500, 600 scrap in the time it takes to do that. So I mean, really, you just want to always be doing something.
Yeah.
You
What do you
never want
think?
to waste time.
I was just gonna
Yeah.
ask you, stranger, say something. I know you don't feel good, but what do you think? What do you do to stay
Nah,
efficient?
I was AFK for a little bit. To stay efficient, I usually actually set things at several different areas. So like I'll have a small order running from a workshop, like just binos, and then I'll have a big order in the armory.
Use up those extra like 75 BMATs or whatever.
Yeah,
Because I always seem to have about like, yeah, between like
but still,
100
Viper's
to
Way
like
does seem the most
70.
efficient.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like to keep the big things. I consider things like binos and like gas mask like luxury items, really. Because I mean, you can always just go to the town hall and make them. There's always BMATs laying around town, scrap, all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? Just in the chest. But I think that would fall more toward to the engineer to make sure that all that stuff is sorted out, all the chests and where they go, and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like Bill is like, if you were just to turn Bill loose on a map, it's a beautiful thing to behold because that guy can make some walls and fortifications, and he's real good. He's really good. And we need to get Bill out of driving so much and fortifying like the lines. Because I'm sure that's really what he likes to do is just build. He's really good at it. So anyways, oh, the dev stream. What do you think about that dev stream, dude?
I'm liking it. I like the
I
outfits in the profile.
I definitely like the outfits idea. I definitely like the idea that it adds more things to the stockpile. I like more things to do. I I don't know if it would be best to have it as a soldier supply item or a workshop item, or if you want like a whole new building dedicated to uniforms. I like more faction, or not faction, but coalition visibility. I feel like coalitions are important, and I feel like if you see that Alpha Squad or Baker Company or whatever is doing a lot of work, it might be important. You see, oh, that's a Baker guy. Okay, I should probably follow him into the fight. They have an objective marker up and 20 people in their coalition.
Yeah, yeah. Are you doing a Hail Mary or what's the deal?
What's going on?
No, I'm saying for like a Logi strategy,
Oh
Oh,
shit, this chronic.
like,
Oh,
you
hey,
know,
what's up,
Chronic.
friends?
hey, what's going on, dude?
Not much.
I'm in the middle of recording. I'm grilling Viper and Stranger here
Eat it on our logistical ways.
on our
Am I
logistical ways.
interrupting?
No, not at
No.
all, dude. Come on
Oh,
in.
nice.
Yeah,
So,
it's like a jacuzzi in here.
what's the topic that we're talking about
We're
right now?
talking about Logi.
So, any
See,
points been thrown out there?
We talked about like the getting of the vehicle and using it properly, and just making sure that you never drive anywhere in an empty truck. Always try to make something to deliver
Yes.
somewhere. If you have a truck and you're
And
driving
the
it
other
around.
thing is, please just don't try to steal other people's trucks like randomly.
I say they'll find out the hard way. We were also having a discussions about the reprimands and the uh, and the commendations and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe we were talking about the idea of like scrap contracting people. So these people we get them to mine scrap, and in return we give them commands or something.
Yeah, that would be like our special currency, I guess, is like if you want to break it down. You know what I mean? That's our commends. Our commends are what make or break us. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
only way you can really get them is to get them. You know what I mean? So like it has to start somewhere. So that's the really like only inherently about in this whole game structure. That's like the only inherently like valuable money that we
Is
have
this
in this
talking
game.
about like randoms or just anybody that we play with?
Yeah, that's what I mean. We could just play with just anybody, you know what I mean? And you can, I mean, with the amount of commands that we have, if someone's on our shit list, you know, that means that if I had that shit list and some guy just like blew up my truck, I would literally sit there, you know, for like the whole rest of the game, and you know, based off the what do you call it, the commendations that I get, I can just drop one, you know, reprimand on him like whenever I can. I'm like, oh, you're still playing? You're an asshole. You took my truck that one time in Whitechapel or whatever.
We could spread it out between us as well, so it's not just the same person getting reprimanded. Because I mean, if it's just you reprimanding
Yeah,
the
then it would
shitter,
be considered a griefing. We would be
yeah.
griefing them.
Well,
So,
that too. But I mean, even if they do deserve it, they're gonna reprimand you back. So I mean, if we
yeah,
just
that's
spread out the
fine. And
reprimands.
that's where the value of our incoming
Oh
reprimands or
yeah.
an incoming commendations will outweigh their, you know what I mean, their
And
thumbs
this
down.
fucker
What
was
they
just
need, yeah, what they
raging.
need to do is just have a thumbs up or a thumbs down. They need to change that in the UI. Get rid of the arrow and just put a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Because I got reprimanded twice while playing on this map, just because I was disagreeing with some dude. It was just simple disagreement, and he just reprimanded me. I was like, "What the fuck? I've been doing Logi all day, and this is what I get."
You're a captain already? Dang, how
Yeah.
high can you get? Let's,
Not sure.
let's find
Or
out.
is Lieutenant Colonel? I'm halfway to Major right now.
Are
Oh
you guys
wow, I'm
playing on
second. I'm second under to you.
you guys playing on
Okay.
Callahan's Passage?
You're the
Yeah,
highest ranked dude
Callahan's.
here, and I'm the next highest ranked
Really?
dude here. Yeah.
What, in the whole game?
Yeah.
Damn.
And then there's there's a level 16 lieutenant.
Oh, that's crazy. That's fine chicken.
Yep. And then who's the other one? In Pug, Ballistic Dummy, Milady, and Knights Cloud 2. We got some high ranked motherfuckers tonight. Just saying.
Jo,
They
Lad,
got
vill ni höra en sledgehammer?
their nah, dude, I don't have one.
So, how do you feel the new system works with logistics? Do you think it works better?
Oh,
Just
fuck
to go
yeah.
for the-
Oh yes, super good.
It allows one
If you go to
guy
this
to
workshop,
supply
you click on, like, place
basically an entire
order, and if
push.
you hover over
I like how
sledgehammer,
they
it
have
says
it
that
queued up so
the
you can
trade
actually
can
do
upload
other
it
stuff
to
in the
me.
meantime. if
That
you
was
know the
my
queue
big
time.
gripe, because I was
You
waiting
can't this workshop isn't
Wineries
upgraded enough.
or two armories, which rarely
Sorry,
happened
dude.
Oh, that
prior to
helps.
this.
Oh,
You'd
okay.
have to
Can't even
wait
make
eight and
one
a half
here.
minutes for a stack of
Yeah.
99 grenades.
Otherwise, I
But
would.
how do you upgrade it?
That's just waiting without the mining time and all that. It's a bit ridiculous.
I have like 50 parts. Let me see if that's enough. Or no, wait, it's only 30. We
To
need
get
like
two.
20 more. We need 20 more to upgrade
yeah.
this workshop. Sorry, I was
Yeah,
I was
it's
pressing
gonna
the
be
wrong
upgraded
button.
next
I was
I
talking
might
to
go
this
include some
other
that
guy.
tech level stuff.
I can't understand him. That's one thing about this game that I wish they would fix is the voice.
The
The
lag
I also
voice.
like it because people can't just take
Yeah.
the orders.
Yes, that is a beautiful thing. Because oh man, that used to just make me. Well, you guys know I shot a lot of people
Yeah.
before before that last update, and I gotta say I haven't shot anybody yet for stealing stuff other than the enemy,
I
and
remember
I'm
when I had
supposed to
Chronic.
shoot him.
I had Chronic sit on top of a chest and just shoot anybody who took a full stack of anything.
Yeah, I
Same
would
thing
sit
here,
there and
man.
just look at the chest while people were pulling stuff out.
It
Like,
was
hey,
me and Fats, dude. I would be like, Fats, anybody that comes up to me and they do anything, you just shoot them, and everybody that's around him. And he'd be like, all right. You know, Fats.
he'll fucking do it.
He'll shred a whole, he'll shred a whole division if he could, dude. What? He's really good with that 50 cal on the back of the half tracks. That's one thing I gotta say. Driving around in the half track with another player, it's real smooth. You can call out your targets and stuff. A lot of like multi-crew vehicles and games seem to have problems. Needless to say, maybe Halo. I would say probably the Warthog was pretty much a really good vehicle, multi-crew that wasn't buggy or glitchy. I don't know, I just had to go off there, that little tangent.
Perfectly fine.
Anyway, that's all we really talked about, dude. Efficiency, that sort of stuff. What ideas do you have about Logi and running Logi, being efficient?
Well, hard to say. You know, with the new update that they threw in, it really changed a lot of the logistic problems that people were having. You know, just trying to run an armory, you'd have to have a quartermaster there 24/7. Getting spawn supplies or something on that line, you're sitting there waiting, and the next thing you know, somebody just randomly comes up and takes all your B mats and everything that you had waiting.
Yeah.
You know, at least it solves a lot of those issues, which is really nice.
Yeah, that is like a beautiful thing.
It's a lot of BMATs. Oh, there's
Something
another
else
stack.
you have to kind of take into consideration now is that you can't just make like one gas mask for yourself and run off.
Are you talking about like Logi or just in
Yeah,
general? Like if you're
just
running
in
with your
general.
squad? Yeah.
Like if you're just gonna try to do something quick, it's so hard to do now. You know, just like I want this and go.
One
But now,
minute.
you know, you kind of have to depend on somebody, you know, actually making that ahead of time for people.
Yep. That makes them appreciate what the stuff they get. I think that's a good thing. You know, when the enemy's pushing in and people aren't panicking, like making buildings and stuff around town hall, I'm like, oh, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose
Yep.
bad.
Yeah.
Cause oh man, the
Yes.
Battle of Whitechapel, people still talk about that. That's crazy that like people talk about stuff like that in a game like this, you know? It's like you bring up the Battle of Whitechapel or what was the other one? Volpines. Oh, the last stand at Volpines didn't go so well for us. I really don't like last stand situations as a logistics player. I gotta say.
Yeah. Yes.
Not much you can do, you know.
It's like there's nothing to deliver and there's nowhere to go. I'm a logistics player. What do you want me to do? I guess I'll get a gun. Try and shoot people.
Well, that's the thing. Is you can easily turn yourself into a infantry.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the beauties of being a logistics player is that you can literally have anything you want. Like in the game, you can be like, oh, I'm just gonna roll out with like 3 half tracks and pocket full of grenades and go have fun, you know? And it's like the non-logistical player doesn't really have that the ability to just go and do it just 'cause, you know?
The other thing that I like being logistics is due to the fact that I know I can rely on myself for getting things done. I don't have to rely on other people.
Oh, that's like a wonderful thing, especially when you like log on and you have like a pistol and a hammer and you're like, okay,
It's such a controversial.
I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and make a truck and drive around and see what's what.
Hobson, he doesn't know where we're going.
See.
Another thing about logistics is I feel, I don't know, you guys are more cavalier than I am, but I always like to have someone driving with me in the truck at like all times. Sometimes it's not possible, but when you can, it's always good to have like a few dudes with some guns with you.
Oh, that ride with you in the truck?
Yeah, just to have some random dudes. Or just like, you know, I like to drive around with the Super Poncho or Rant. They're good company in the truck. They're useful, they carry medical or whatever, you know. In my opinion, I think it's always a good idea to have a gun with you.
Oh yeah, I
But
always have
that's
it
just
as
me.
a revolver.
No, I mean like another person with a gun. Because when you get jumped, oh, it sucks. So bad. Oh, the
People,
outfits. They were listening to us
oh, there's
about the outfits. Let's talk about that.
a truck up here. Oh, I love the outfits and the mini bonuses they could give.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't see the dev stream at all.
I really hope they have an engineer
Shoot
outfit.
it.
Am I shooting?
No. I'll back up. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh, Games, I'm gonna steal your bike, dude. I'm sorry.
Still a lot of
I want to get to
looters.
Solace Gorge in a hurry. Pull out my wrench.
Right, I have a taco. I should eat that taco. But do I want to eat food?
Oh man,
Guessing it's wide open. Yes, it is.
you're supposed to like feed the cold and starve the flu. I don't know, or is it the other way around? Feed the flu,
Oh.
starve the cold.
Uh,
Well, yeah, but I
Fuck.
myself definitely need to not starve.
my aim was bad.
Oh, let me get a first aid kit out of the truck. So you guys have a gas mask for me?
Um, it's at holy fuck, dude. We got 4,
There's
3.
a lot of pillboxes.
Oh, there's 2 lines with foxholes in between. They got 7 plus 5. They got 12 pillboxes, 2 ATs, and like 10 foxholes,
Holy crap.
just in a line.
Just all Is it effective? Will it
No.
like kill dudes or is it just like a big like waste of, because I mean
No.
man, if I'm thinking like that many foxholes and stuff is probably all laid out in like a
It's
cool
at
pattern.
E10. So
Looks
it's like
somebody
along the
took
road.
time and planned it out.
Yeah, or is it just like literally a line?
It's a line.
Nice.
Like even the road is blocked. Oh no, the road's not blocked, but still a lot of defense. I mean, we're just gonna bypass it.
That's just a sad investment of like time though. Think of all the BMATs that took.
Comp field.
What a waste. That's one thing about logistics players is they realize that like it's like, okay, this is gonna take this amount of time.
Oh,
What you're asking for isn't
Oh.
possible. We're not making
Fuck, dude, we're
30
staying
half
here.
tracks.
yeah, reload.
Well,
Wow.
Hell yeah, that's right. I'm a motorcycle driver. I'm driving a motorcycle.
Oh.
This is my impression of games. Wee splat.
Oh, dude, we don't. I don't think
I'm
we
in
have meds.
I think it's time for another pair of ibuprofen.
Another pair? Are you taking it in pairs?
Yup.
Poor dude. I know Stranger is usually the most talkative one out of all of us. It's probably killing him right now.
I know there's so many things to say, but I don't want
Right,
to,
and then
'cause it
like
fucking
the
sucks.
dev stream. Oh man.
So it's sad when a motorcycle turns worse than the 1950s Cadillac.
Ah. Hey,
Should
get
I
a
grab
gas
weapon?
mask. Come on.
Yeah, I'll grab one.
Yeah, probably.
Get a gas mask. Come with me.
Don't grab rifle. There's no
And a
rifle.
gun.
Yeah.
I got a leak. I'll be right back.
I'll probably be fine in time for the weekly war. Don't worry about me, boyos.
You better not be sick for the weekly war, mister.
I can still plan even with my head full of mucus.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, you're a pretty good planner. What about strategy and logistics? That's a good segue. Oh,
Right.
see, check that out. How I did that.
Strategy and logistics is very important because it's very important to know what you should be setting up. Logistics should be communicating with the plans. If anything, logistics should be the one planning, hey, I want you to push up to here and then build a fob. And then you push up to here and then build another fob. It should not be up to
Joe Schmo that just started playing the game. He's like,
It
oh, I'm
should
gonna
not-
put this big castle thing right here and try to make an unpenetrable base. It's like, no, we don't need a fob there. We need it in Solus Gateway. That's where we need a fob, actually, on this game.
Alright, so the maps most likely to pop up on the next weekly war are Upper Wildwoods, Deadlands, and Endless Shore. I think it's going to probably be Endless Shore as one of them, which is good because we generally do well on Endless Shore, except for
You got
know,
your
that
stuff,
one
dude?
time when we had no teammates. We did pretty bad then. Right.
Yeah, I got it.
We're gonna fight them for the well. We probably
Yeah, alright,
want
I
to
got
go
my- I got
artillery,
a rifle,
or we want to go howitzers really early. Just
Yeah,
because
you're
this
good.
is a map that forces stalemates, and getting howitzers down early means that we can prevent them from counter howitzering.
We're gonna go meet the half track.
Guys, I didn't check our HP on this thing. Did you guys?
The half track?
repair it?
No.
We good though.
I do know that there are several people, especially people in this Discord, who have been like, nah, we should probably stop using howitzers so much, and I agree. There are better things to use than howitzers because artillery can be consistently useful as long as it's not destroyed. You can roll it up, use it wherever the fuck. I like artillery.
This is the thing about the howitzer that I think people are like
Not
misunderstanding about the howitzer. The howitzer is not a frontline weapon. That's an infantry repelling weapon that you just spam and you just blast the whole area. You know what I mean? You're getting overrun, you jump into the howitzer, you zero it into that road there wherever it's at, and you just spam shells all day on it until they tell you stop. They're all dead. Okay. You know, like that's its purpose, you know. And artillery is more of a pinpoint, you know, we're gonna hit that pillbox, we're gonna break that bridge, we're gonna, you know what I mean, whatever you're gonna do, you know, take out the stationary structure. You know, like if you're getting spammed by howitzers, that's when you need to roll in your artillery to take out the howitzer. Or your mortars or whatever you can get your hands on. Rocket. If you got a crazy, you know, brave dude. In my opinion, I don't know. What do you think?
Should
Yeah. Just another thing to note. So at one point, I was playing with Pug.
We'll
It
get
was
you up.
back before we'd started as like
shit.
literally 2
Oh.
days.
What the fuck?
It was
didn't even-
literally
I got hit a lot there.
It was literally like 2 days before I started to ask. I think Chronic was not there. Or no, Chronic was there for that weekly war. 501st decided to suck Pug's ass, or balls, whatever, and help them out with their assault as opposed to attacking Dredge. What honestly, 501st helping out Pug probably is what won us the Foundry, which after that we won the rest of the map. But no, just the problem is that so the guy who was in charge of Pug at that moment in time, their commander, was on the front line. He didn't know what was going on the back line. He was not able to communicate with multiple teams or groups because he was constantly and consistently leading the people who were in the midst of the assault. So, like, people would break through our back line and start killing Logi, and then they would wonder why they weren't getting their soldier supplies or their BMATs or whatever. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because the front line should not be the one making the plans or deciding when to do things. Logistics should. It's the natural pace and flow of things.
Oh, they're gonna have female wardens. What do you guys think about that?
Oh yeah, both. They actually showed the concept art for it. That's
I
nice.
think that's good, actually. It should be in here, like, right away, because I don't know about you, I've noticed that a lot of couples play this game, strangely enough. I'm sorry, say yeah?
Now you're gonna have to have sex to make spawn supplies.
Well, I'm just wondering how is that going to work? You pick a side and then you pick what sex you want to be.
I guess, yeah. I think they need that though. A lot of couples play this game, like Bill and Mrs. Bill. So yeah, I think that's a needed thing.
I think it'd be cool seeing female characters running
We
around.
taking Overlook?
So what else did you see in the update or the release? Oh, they're going to be revamping the actual coalition system and the callouts.
Adding more and callout system. That's a big one.
I am so excited for that. Oh, buddy.
Down.
I feel like that's all we really have to talk about for logistics.
Let's just head back.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was a pretty good. Oh no! Ah. I was turning off OBS. I was about to.
Shoot me back, motherfucker.
Going to Solace Gorge. Solace. All aboard to Solace. All aboard to Solace Gorge. Wanna die? Come with me. Vroom, 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 vroom.